Well, at this point, thousands of people still stranded at Pearson Airport. We're here at Terminal 3 where WestJet is, and at this point it's getting even busier as more people show up to find out the status of their flights. Now, as far as we know, there's the ground stop in full effect, which means that no flights in or out until 9 a.m. Eastern. Now, of course, that is a very, very positive and optimistic idea right now, because flights after 9:30 so far on the board say that it's on time, but again, there might be delays or cancellations as a result of the extreme weather. As a result, safety is a big concern for employees, as well as equipment freezing. Now, one of the people I want to talk to is Josh. We caught up with him earlier today. You were so close getting out of Pearson. You were on a plane at midnight. What happened?
We were on a plane at midnight, and we sat on the tarmac for about 3 hours until they canceled the flight. So it was pretty close, but the weather got us.
So plan B, what's the status?
I spent a lot of time on the phone with WestJet. I was able to book a flight on Thursday at noon, so that's the closest time I could get on WestJet. So I booked a flight on Air Canada for 10 o'clock this morning, so I'm heading over to the terminal now.
And what was the vibe like for people on the plane? Because you guys sat there for 3 hours basically on the plane, thinking that you were going to get home, and then you got the message.
I was impressed. The staff were pretty good, and the people on the plane took it well. There's not much you can do. If the plane can't take off and you can't refuel, we're not going to go anywhere. So everyone was in pretty good spirits about it.
Now let's talk about the customer service for WestJet. You were on the phone earlier. There was an estimated 4-hour wait. How long did you have to wait?
I waited close to 4 hours, and fortunately, the person who I got on the phone, it was her first call of the day, so she was very pleasant, and I consider myself lucky for that. So.
And is WestJet offering any clue on any sort of compensation that you might get as a passenger who's delayed?
There is a big lineup over there where they were mentioning there are food vouchers, hotel vouchers, and cab vouchers for anyone that was going to be sticking around. I don't know. Since I'm flying out today, I'll take a pass on waiting in that line.
All right, Josh. Well, best of luck. Hopefully you get home. Hopefully you make it to your class tomorrow. All right. So we're going to throw it back to you, Anthony, in studio. I'm going to stick it out here, talk to more people, and hopefully have some positive updates for you later on in the day. Good morning, Anthony. To be honest, nothing much has changed since 6:30 when we first checked in. If you take a look over here, even people have baggages, they have kids, they're just waiting to get answers on when they can get to their destination. Many of the destinations being a lot warmer than it is in Toronto, places like St. Lucia, Tampa. Now, at this point, what we do know is that WestJet has announced that there is a ground stop in effect, which means that no flights are coming in. And for this lucky few who actually came in, like you mentioned, Anthony, they were unable to get their luggage, and it seems that they will not get their luggage until much later today, and that is an optimistic prospect. Now, we've been talking to a lot of people this morning, gauging their reaction to how it is like living at the airport because of these delays. Here's what they had to say.
We have been here since Sunday night, and we are trying to get to Halifax. We're scheduled for tomorrow night at 7:30.
St. Lucia.
Oh, that sounds way better than this here.
Yes, it does.
So, do you know what's the status of your flight? What's happening?
So far, we have not heard anything about any delays, so we're hoping to get home this morning.
We're bringing some aid to the people of St. Lucia because they suffered a terrible flood on Christmas.
So, where are you supposed to be flying off to?
Montreal.
And status?
Canceled. Call them at 8 o'clock tonight, and they'll sort something out. We're trying to rent a car to drive home.
So is that the backup plan at this point?
Yeah, well, they said we can stay in a hotel and they'll give us an $80 voucher, but their hotels are full, so you have to find a hotel yourself. So we have a dog waiting for us at home and jobs and stuff, so we're going to try and rent a car and go home. Now, not all flights are canceled this morning. Many flights are listing that they're on time. Any flights that are after 9:30 a.m. Now, that, of course, can still change because many people showing up thinking that their flights were on time and then they ended up being canceled. Now, WestJet did offer vouchers to some people, $40 vouchers for food, $80 vouchers for hotels, but a lot of the hotels that WestJet had booked previous passengers, in fact, are full. So a lot of people waiting here trying to figure out where they can go, where they can stay next. And, of course, people are also on their phones trying to figure out the customer service line, because the customer service line behind me is super long, so people are also on their phones asking what the situation is. But the wait time for that is 3 hours. 4 hours over here. This fella over here is waiting on the phone at 4 hours. So that's the reality right here at Pearson in Terminal 3. We're gonna
stick around, hopefully give people some hugs, some updates, and some good news, hopefully, for that end of the day. I'm going to send it back to you, Anthony.